Hi everybody. Well, I'm going to talk about a little bit about my insights and especially the three keys I consider important in this process of learning online courses. Um, one one of the first thing I consider important is time. You need time to design. You need time to um, uh, get to know your students. And when somebody said, and we read about one of the skills, uh, they mentioned sensitivity, and I really agree with that, because you need to get to know your students, and after you know your audience you're talking to or you're teaching, you can design well all the tasks. Um, so for me, that's essential. And if you don't have that time, it's impossible to do that first and then to give and maintain feedback with your students, which is crucial to for them and for you as a teacher. The experience of working in groups or working in pairs is a little bit different. Working in pairs for me was very easy, and it was very entertaining. I could contact my colleagues easily, and we worked together very well, and it worked quite well. But when we had to work in groups, it was a little bit more complicated, because there were many people that had to be coordinated at a certain time, um, or to do something in one particular moment. So that was not so accurate, and it was not so well. It didn't produce probably the objective we had planned, or that the course had planned. So designing group or pair work activities in an online environment, I would say that it is pretty much similar to face-to-face classes. We need to design them very well, and maybe to connect them with the face-to-face instruction or classes, so you can link the ideas that were exposed in face-to-face classes to continue working in groups or in pairs. And the last things you mentioned was to what you have achieved during this process of learning online. And I would say that one of the things that is crucial is to know who are your students, and for that you have different ways to work and correct their work. But one of the things that I found very useful is wikis. I have done it with my students, and I have evaluated their written work through wikis. I think it's a very spontaneous way of doing it. We also, I also consider that chatting to correct or written work is not very appropriate. It's not so spontaneous. Sometimes you run with all these problems of time and meeting people at a certain time. So maybe wikis is something that you can do fast, and at the moment any participant can. as a conclusion, I would say that working online is as demanding as face-to-face classrooms and instruction. You need time, and you need to know people and students well. Thank you very much.